I speak about that woman because she's spoken about me. And when you begin to speak about me privately, I'm going to speak about you publicly.
Part one of who the hell did I accept the job offer from? I'm joking. Look here, honey. I am here, girl. Look here, a little earlier than expected, but I am here to tell y'all the story that most of y'all been waiting on, okay? If you haven't been waiting on and you just clicked the video, hey, nice to meet you. I know you're nosy. Come on in. But I'm here to talk about Miss Cosmeholics Anonymous, Miss Sabrina Brown, because honey, she going down. I never thought I would have to actually come and do this, but the disrespect over the last couple of months, she has sat in her Discord talking about me every chance she gets. She has went on to Zoom meetings and talked about me every chance she gets. She's moved to private phone calls, public phone calls. Girl, I'm tired, okay? I am goddamn tired. And then there's a whole bunch of lies at that. There's a whole bunch of damn lies. So I am here to clear my name and tell a damn story, okay? I'm here to clear my name and talk about why I no longer work for Bougie, why I no longer work for Cosmeholics Anonymous, and why she owes me $7,000. About $7,000. We're gonna break it all down, okay? We're gonna get down to the kitty of it. I tell you that. Now, before we, get into all that, let's run the intro and I'm gonna get directly on into the story. Now, some of you guys that are watching this video may know me directly from Bougie. If you're here directly from Bougie, make some noise, okay? Make some noise, because I do want to shout out all the subscribers that she's claimed to bring over to my channel. Make some noise, Okay, now let's get into the story. I'm going to start y'all from the beginning. I don't want to sit here and address allegations and stuff that she said privately. We're going to work our way there, okay? We're going to work our way there. I want to start y'all from me and Bougie. I want to tell y'all how I met her and how we became friends. So she says she can't seem to remember.
I don't understand how the relationship started. That's what gags me the most.
Now, I think this was 2022 or either 2021. I know we was about a year and a half into the pandemic. Okay, we was a year and a half into the pandemic. Now, me and Bougie had started talking often in 2020. We were talking over Snapchat, and I think we moved over to iMessage, but it wasn't like as regularly as it's about to get. Now, 2020, we began, texting, and 2022 came, and we did a number exchange. I can't remember how that happened, honey, but we did a number exchange. Now, when she gave me her number, I didn't want to blow her number up, okay? I wasn't blowing her number up, but I remember vividly this day on how we became friends and how, we became closer, honey. I texted her phone and I was like, hey girl, where the hell is the dead ass facts videos? Now this is in 2022, okay, 2022. I texted her, I said, where the hell is the dead ass facts videos? Because I absolutely love the dead ass facts videos that her and Shooter used to do. So I texted her, like, girl, where the fuck is those videos? And she ends up responding to me and is like, look, do not text me about that demon. Now I'm like, demon, because at this point, this had to be right before she announced she was single. So this had to be either top of April or end of March, okay? This is right before she made the video public or talking about, she was 30 and she was single. Because I didn't know anything. I was like, girl, where the fuck is the videos, honey? And she texted me, told me not to talk to her about that demon. And I think we ended up jumping on a phone call. And she didn't tell me too much. I know she kind of told me, like, look here, things are kind of breaking off, ending off. But she didn't let me in too much. But I knew enough not to ask about the demon no damn more. Fast forward, the video ends up coming out. And she announces that she's divorced. When she ended up announcing that in April, me and her friendship grew. She needed a distraction. She was depressed. Her head was all over the place. I was in a home environment where my head was all over the place and I needed distraction as well. So me and Bougie ended up being on the phone from, I think, April all the way up into June, every single day, all day. Me and Bo is on the phone, girl, so damn long that her babies know me. Me and Bo is on the phone so damn long, her mama acknowledging me. Baby, I'm speaking to the, hey girl, I'm speaking to the baby, speaking to the mama. Girl, at this point, it's one quote unquote big old happy friendship family, girl, okay? At this point, I'm not working for her. I think I've edited maybe 1 or 2 videos and she sent me $100 plus tip each video. But I'm not working for her just yet. Right now, it's just a blooming friendship. She's doing her content creating. I might edit a video or 2 for her. For the most part, March through June of 2022, I was editing for her. I wasn't working for her. We was just really just soaking each other in for a friendship and just, being here for one another. She called me an intimate moment and I would call her intimate moments, honey. But nearing the end of June, my birthday, okay? My birthday is June 20th. And around my birthday, Beyonce, like Beyonce, what she got to do anything? Around my birthday, Beyonce ended up announcing that she was going to drop an album. She said she was going to drop the Renaissance album. And me and Bougie ended up hopping on the phone and we're like, oh my goodness, girl, Beyonce's coming. It's been forever. And Bougie ends up pulling out her ass and ends up telling me like, hey, Jalen, when Beyonce drops her tour tickets, I'm going to take you you to see Beyonce. I'm gonna take you to see Beyonce. I'm like, oh my goodness, girl, like what? Like, oh my God, girl. So I'm gagging, right? I'm gagging. This is June. I'm like, Beyonce needs to go ahead and drop the album and drop whatever's associated so I can go ahead and snatch up the tour tickets. I'm excited, girl, because you know Bougie talking about, so she gonna take me to see Beyonce. Now this is at the end of June. Now July rolls around and me and Bougie finally, girl, solidified that I'm about to start working for her. She was trying to get her sister to work for her. Her sister didn't want the damn job. Her sister dodged the bullet, okay? Her sister dodged the goddamn bullet, all right? Her sister didn't want the damn job. Her sister was, girl, giving Bougie the runaround about accepting the position of Bougie's editor. So Bougie finally, you know, presented the role to me in July. Now, like I spoken about earlier in this video, me and Bougie would talk on the phone a lot. It would be extensive hours. I mean, from, girl, sun up to sundown, all right? And baby, I was talking to her forever. So this is when we had the conversation of how working will work, how payment will work, when I'll get paid, how much I'll get paid. All of that was discussed on the phone in July before I started to work for her. Now, in this phone call that I had with Bougie, she told me like, you know, I am so excited for you to be working for me. You know, all the runaround shit, all that shit. And then she also goes forward and starts talking about the pay. Now, the pay was supposed to be $1,500 a month. Now. I don't know if it was going to be 1,500 USD, 1,500 Canadian, or 1,500 pesos, but I can say for sure I never got a 1,500 shit the whole time working for her ass. So she's on this phone and telling me, you know, you edit these videos and I'm gonna pay you $1,500. Think on the 22nd of each month. So she was like, I'm gonna pay you the 22nd of each month. That's when I get paid, and that's when you'll get paid. And I'm like, okay, amazing. So like I was saying, me and Bougie had this over the phone conversation on how payments would work and how much I'll be getting paid. Baby, I did a deep dive to try to find some text messages with her at least acknowledging how much I'm supposed to be paid. You know I found it. Right there. She acknowledging it. Because at this point, so he could either match it or give at least $1,000. But this is the text message of her acknowledging she know damn well how much she's supposed to be paying me. So I went into this journey to work with Bo solely so I can get an apartment. She knew this. This is something that we was discussing via phone, via text message, via every damn where. That I was solely working for her so I can get an apartment. In Memphis, Tennessee, an apartment runs you about $709. Okay, $1,500 would have covered that damn apartment. So I started working for Bougie. We have a discussion at the end of July about how payment's gonna work and when I'll get paid. So I'm already like, okay, baby, I don't get a nice check until August 22nd, but it's fine. I'm gonna work my ass off. Girl, I worked my ass off all of August, editing, doing this, doing that, because she had a membership and also her main channel, so it was a lot of videos. Now, I didn't edit all of the videos she put on the membership, but anything that touched the public page, I had my hands in. August, I'm working my ass off. I'm editing, just for the 22nd to roll around, and I get a check of $735, I think. Now, this $735 ain't nowhere motherfucking close to $1,500. Nowhere motherfucking close. So when I seen this first check, I said, wait a minute. Did I hear $1,500 and she didn't say $1,500? Was I hearing shit? So, I'm like, no, it was $1,500. But I didn't get $1,500. I got $700. Now, when I got this $700, and it wasn't what I expected I was about to get for working for a whole entire month, I took it. I'm gonna be honest, I just took that L on the chin, and I was like, who the fuck am I to argue with the bitch that's cutting my checks right now? Like, I have been trying to get back into work. I think I was laid off in March of 2022. Me plus a couple hundred others, okay? We were laid off in March of 2022. I was trying to find a job. I didn't find another job until July, aka Bougie, and I get my check August. I was like, I'm not sitting here trying to argue with this bitch, but I was really fucked up in the head because I was like, girl, this is not what, you know, you assured me or promised that you were going to give to me. It's giving liar. Now, August, I get the little ass check. We turn a new leaf September. September rolls around and me and her start discussing the Wi-Fi negotiations because she was like, okay, if you're working for me, I'm gonna pay, I think 50% of the Wi-Fi and you pay the other 50% of the Wi-Fi. So I'm like, okay, it's a done deal. All right, I love that. I love it. I was loving it, girl. But within, I think, a month, me and her started to have issues with the Wi-Fi. I would go into the Wi-Fi and pay my $50, however much it was. I can't remember how much it was, but I would go in and pay my 50% of the Wi-Fi. And I would tell her like, hey girl, I logged into Xfinity today and I paid my portion. Could you either send me your portion or log in and pay your portion? And she'll, you know, kind of disappear or kind of say, you know, she's been doing this and that. It would be like teeth pulling. It would be teeth pulling for her to get her to follow through on the deal she fucking made. Okay? It would be teeth pulling to get her to follow through on the deal that she fucking made. So I'm like, okay, she half-ass paying me. She don't want to pay the fucking Wi-Fi. What the fuck are you on, bitch? But I'm like, okay, keep it cruising for a bruising. October rolls around. I don't remember if there were any issues in October, but November was a time shaky month. November, I had my album listening session, and I was gonna rent a building and everything like that, and everybody knew about it. The building was supposed to be $300, okay? To rent that building to play my album for my friends and family, it was gonna be $300. I was so excited about playing this album in November for my people, and the building was so expensive, honey. And I ended up purchasing the building when Bougie sent me my money, and Bougie hit the motherfucking roof. Now, the reason she hit the roof, the reason she hit the roof is because at this point, the Wi-Fi is through the roof because she's let it stack up, okay? I went in there and I was giving my little $50, my little $40, whatever percentage I agreed to pay. I was going to throw my little stuff in there, but it was still stacking up on her ass, so the tab jumps up to like $100 and something, and I let her know, I was like, girl, this, you know, the Wi-Fi tab is up there, bitch. Okay, I'm like, it's up there, girl. The Wi-Fi tab is up there, and you know, I think it's about time you jump in and, you know, do your payment thing. Bougie ends up trying to argue with me and ask me how's the Wi-Fi up and how is this. And I have to explain to her, like, literally, girl, I have been going in, I've been paying, you know, the percentage I'm supposed to be paying, and I've been letting you know to pay, but you ain't been, you know, you ain't been paying, girl. Now, she ends up sending me some money on PayPal. Now, it was 2 different payments. I can't remember what both payments were, but I can tell you it wasn't $1,000 and it wasn't $1,500, okay? Okay, baby. But she ends up sending me 2 other payments. I think both of these payments together rounded up to about $500. Like I said, I had to spend $300 for sure on my building, and the rest of the money, girl, I had to find me something to eat, give me a little weed. It wasn't no Wi-Fi money in that, okay? Also, I forgot to say that I broke my damn phone. I broke my phone at the top of November, so I had to go fix my phone screen, and it was like, girl, probably $150 damn dollars. But girl, y'all know I got the receipts. You know I got the receipts of my phone breaking. So bitch, it really wasn't no Wi-Fi money. It wasn't no Wi-Fi money. Okay, bitch, it wasn't no Wi-Fi money in that. It wasn't no Wi-Fi money in that. So I end up buying my building, buying whatever the fuck I want to buy. And once Bougie found out, like, I didn't go in and put my 50% on the Wi-Fi, this go around, this lady hit the motherfucking roof. Hit the roof on my ass, bitch. And we end up getting into like an extensive argument where me and her end up getting on the phone, and she was like letting me know, like, basically if I don't want to work for her, I should tell her that because the Wi-Fi is something that I needed, and she didn't understand why I made that choice. And I was literally mind fucking blown because it's like, bitch, I've been snatching the teeth out of your mouth for months trying to get the Wi-Fi paid. The one time I said, girl, fuck that Wi-Fi. Your ass is mad. Your ass is mad at me. No. So that happens in November. Me and her end up figuring things out. I can't remember, but I think she ended up putting her card on there because I was explaining to her, like, look, girl, I go in there for the most part and pay my percentage, but you never follow through on your end of the deal. Once I basically was telling her that, she went in there and she added her card on there for auto payments. And I was like, okay, that's so much better. All right, you can take my percentage out of my check or whatever, how the fuck you gonna do it. Bitch, I'm sick of arguing about and trying to chase you around the town for $40. Like, I'm tired. Now, December rolls around and we start talking about getting ready for her Vlogmas. Bougie has never done Vlogmas. I've been watching Bougie since 2016. This bitch ain't never done no motherfucking Vlogmas. Bougie is the bitch that'll pop up day 19 of December and say Vlogmas day 19. And it's like, bitch, where have you been the other 18 days? But me and Bougie sit down and we start brainstorming how we're going to achieve Vlogmas on her channel. She has a membership and she also has a main page, and we're trying to entertain both worlds, okay? Now, she starts to pre-film and sending me all of this content, and y'all know Bougie is long-winded. Bougie was sitting in front of the camera for an hour and 40-something minutes, and then I would have to cut that hour and 40 minutes down to about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes. And that shit right there, at a certain point, it became overwhelming. It became tiring. Definitely when I wasn't getting all my money, bitch. When I wasn't getting all my money, then when it was time for my money, I gotta chase you around the town for the money. Bitch, I was over it. I didn't feel like sitting here editing no motherfucking movie. And it was a movie. Per video, this bitch is sitting here talking for an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes. And you know, girl, I got tired of doing all that for about $300, $400. Baby. So I have to do it. It's Vlogmas. Vlogmas rolls around. She sends me all of this content. I edit everything that touches her main page. She edits, for the most part, her membership Vlogmas, but I remember doing some of those videos as well. I say I edited over 20 videos. By the time December is wrapping up, she lets me know. She comes to me with this idea. She's like, I want to go to Las Vegas. I want to go to, not Las Vegas, it was LA. She said, I want to go to Los Angeles. And I'm like, okay, all right. Let's go to Los Angeles. And she says, look here, your payment for December will be a Los Angeles trip. Now, of course, you know, I want to send you a couple buckaroos, you know, for keeping me afloat through the month. So how much money you think you would need for, you know, necessities? That was for me to buy me, you know, a toothbrush if I needed it, some more toothpaste if I wanted it, some food, some weed, you know, a little something to last me, baby. She didn't want to just leave me dry. So she hits me and she asks me, how much money do I need to just last me until the next damn check? She was going to utilize my December payment towards the LA trip. So I'm like, I probably need about $300. All right, $300. I keep it at about $300. All right, I say about $300 damn dollars. So this is December 22nd, somewhere around those times. She sent me my little ass check for December, okay? But it's like, okay, she already told me that my December payment will be used towards the Los Angeles trip. I don't know why I keep saying Vegas. What's in Vegas, bitch? So January rolls around. Baby, during January, Bougie is kind of texting me and kind of like bagging out of the trip, but not really. But kind of like warning me that she's finna bag out of the motherfucking trip. She's telling me that she has a lot going on, and I'm like, Bougie, you done had a lot going on since 2016, baby. But all right, girl. She's talking about she got a lot going on, and she don't feel comfortable enough to leave her girls all the way in Canada, and she'd be all the way, you know, in Los Angeles. I'm like, okay, you know, I understand it, and to this day, I still understand it. So in this conversation me and her are having, she's letting me know, like, you know, but I'm still gonna send you to Los Angeles. I'll even send you, you know, a little trip money, a little spending money. You know, I still want you to have a good time. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time. So I'm like, okay, you know, even if you ain't able to go, which I really hope you're able to go, I'm still able to go and enjoy, you know, enjoy my time. So shortly after her edging me and telling me that, you know, she might pull out of the trip, she comes and texts me out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. It says, bro, I just canceled my flight and I can't even get money back. I just got a flight credit. I didn't cancel yours because I can't get money back for the Airbnb. Then she doubles back and says, actually, never mind, I just canceled for 50%. Canceled your flight. She said, did you end up getting your passport, yes or no?
Yeah, you can't do it. I can't. You are stressing me the hell out.
So after she says that, I said, you canceled me? Mine? She says yes. I sent an eye dash emoji because at this point I'm speechless, bitch. You literally, girl, as y'all can see, she was just telling me how much, what she just say? What the hell? Hold on, let me find the receipts. Baby, she was just telling me that she don't want to waste her money, and if she couldn't go to LA, that she wanted to send me like a vlog, everything. And also, this is literally my payment for December. Like all the extra shit put to the motherfucking side, bitch. This is literally my payment for December. What the fuck do you mean you canceled it because you didn't have a COVID? I had a damn vaccine, bitch, and I didn't need a vaccine, but I sure had it if they was the one needed, all right? So what the fuck do you mean you canceled my damn trip? Now, after the trip is canceled in January, work slows down a bit in February because in February she started preparing to move to Jamaica. She reached, I think she flew out to Jamaica, and I wasn't editing as much. The content she would do or pre-recorded, you know, I edited, but it wasn't as much work as I'd done over the previous couple of months. Now, in February, I don't think nothing really happened other than work slowing down. I think my MacBook ended up breaking. Now, when I first started working for Bougie was telling me that my MacBook was old as fuck. She was telling me that my old ass MacBook needed to be replaced and she was gonna get me a new one for Christmas. Girl, December came and passed. There was no new MacBook, but it's completely fine. It's fine, bitch. My MacBook was still functioning until February. Bitch. Now, February comes. This is 2023 at this point. February comes, baby. MacBook crashes. MacBook blacks the fuck out. I texted her and I was like, girl, why the fuck did my MacBook just do exactly what your MacBook done? Because her MacBook crashed out as well, and she had an issue with her MacBook I think a couple months before. So I'm like, girl, my MacBook then pulled the same thing that happened to yours, and I'm literally just speechless. I text Bougie and I say, I'm flipping shit. She says, what now? For her to say what now to me is absolutely crazy when, bitch, she always has something going on. She says, what now? I said, not my laptop then pulled the same shit that yours did. The screen is black, it's not dead. I said, I'm floored and circling. I said, life, ha ha ha. Because at this point, girl, life was whooping my ass, okay? I'm like, I'm laughing. She said, that mess had me effed up. So at this point, you know, we started talking about the Wi-Fi, and she doesn't jump into full plan of her buying me the MacBook. But like I said, she's been a habitual liar for a good minute. She's lied about how much she's gonna pay me. Let me look at my notes. What else has she lied about at this point? She lied about how much she's gonna pay me. She lied about the MacBook. She lied about the LA trip. And right now, it's still up in the air if she lied about Beyonce. I don't know just yet. Beyonce has announced tour, but the tour tickets ain't on sale. We finna get there. We finna get there in the story, okay? So, March, my laptop breaks. In the midst of her fleeing and packing her family up and moving them to Jamaica. Now, Bougie has alluded and lied to y'all and said, you know, I was upset with her because I didn't know anything that was going on and this, that, and that. I knew everything. I watched the bitch pack them barrels and send them barrels over to Jamaica.
Like, when I disappeared for 2 months, he was literally trying to sabotage me. I never told him anything. I wasn't talking to him, and he was in my Discord pretty much telling people I wasn't coming back. And I'm like, I never told him.
So I text her the morning of, or either the night before that she posted had got on the plane and started her new life, okay? I texted her, I was like, girl, sending love, sending you love, sending the girls love, and sending Queen Sheba, which is the nickname I gave her mother, sending Queen Sheba love on y'all new damn journey. I text her that at March something, it's late at night. She got an airplane to get on early the next morning. So I text her that text message and she starts her life in Jamaica. Now work really slows down in March. It really slows down in March because she's trying to readjust her whole entire life. Literally, she's unpacking barrels, okay? Work slows down. She's not filming as much content, but a little something that she do, you know, she'll send it over and I'll edit it. Now, in March, when she moved to Jamaica, that's when I seen the pay decrease significantly. At first, you know, she was trying to send, you know, probably $600, $700, $300. Baby, in March, it got down to her telling me, like, look here, if you do a video for me, I'll send you a pizza. Now, you guys are probably like, how the fuck did the pizza get into this? This was Bougie taking advantage of my home situation. A lot of y'all know I was in a toxic home environment where, girl, the food was hidden, the food was locked away. It was just a lot of home issues going on, and Bougie was taking advantage. Bougie knew my ass was motherfucking hungry, and she was like, he'll take anything he got, anything he gets, baby. So at this point in March, she's rolling the idea of, you know, trying to pay me in food. I would edit something for her or I type something out for her. I'd do some type of work for her. And she would respond and she would ask me like, what do you want to eat? At a certain point, she had done it so many times where I was like, look here, bitch, I don't want nothing to eat. Just send me my motherfucking money. just send me my motherfucking money. She was asking me, was I a hungry hippo? Just taking advantage of the situation she knew I was in. She knew I was a hungry motherfucker and I would just take what the hell I could take. But I was like, no. At that point, I was like, no, bitch, it's not giving hungry hippo. Send me my motherfucking money. So May and June kind of slacks up a bit, okay? After I start putting my foot down and not really wanting no fucking pizzas, food from her ass, girl, work slowed down significantly, okay? Significantly, all right, bitch? Work slowed down a lot. But also, she wasn't filming as much content because she's in Jamaica, still getting aligned with her new life. Now, while she's getting realigned in her new life, honey, my current life is getting ready to fall into shambles. July of last year. At this point, Bougie had been in Jamaica for about 4 months, okay? April, March, May, June, July, 4 or 5 months. And in July is when I fell upon being homeless, all right? Now, some of you guys know about the homeless situation. If you don't know, I'm here to recap it a little bit. Now, when I end up being homeless, I end up calling Bougie out of pure state of emotion, okay? Pure state of emotion, because she was the closest thing to me at the moment, and she knew my home life from the front to the back, and I wanted somebody to be expressive with, because during Bougie's healing process, during her divorcing process, I was the person she would call in the wee hours of the night, the wee hours of the morning, when she's about to kill herself, when she has a face full of tears, when she feels like she wants to end it. I was the person she was calling, telling, like, hey, I need you to do this, and that for my family so they can this, and that. Literally had a foolproof plan that involved me. I was the person who was on the phone while she was fighting for her motherfucking kids in court, okay? She went, because y'all know it was during the pandemic, so everything was over Zoom. And she would be on Zoom on her desktop computer, and she would have me on FaceTime on her phone or either iPad. I would be there doing the court meetings. I've seen so many intimate moments, the list goes on. I've seen so many intimate moments with her, and I was like, okay, maybe I could, lean on her for some love, because she sure was leaning on my ass. Now, I'm homeless in July. I end up calling Bougie. I'm trying to reach out to Bougie, and she's nowhere to be found. She's MIA, okay? My prayer warrior is MIA, bitch, okay?
Where my prayer warrior is at?
I'm looking for my prayer warrior. She ain't nowhere to be found in this motherfucker, girl. I'm calling her and texting her, and her text backs and her call backs or even answers are being so like sprung out where it's like, at this point, send your prayer, bitch, okay? Like, I didn't text you on a Monday for a prayer. You reappear on a Thursday, bitch. At this point, say your goddamn prayer.
I'm not gonna do the chasing, bitch.
But I'm calling, I'm texting her. I really wasn't even calling her for a monetary favor. I was calling her for emotional support. I was calling her for a fucking prayer and emotional support. And she was She was distancing herself because I guess she thought I needed a couple dollars. I did need a couple dollars, but I wasn't gonna be the bitch that asked for them. But as I'm calling her and reaching out to her to talk to her and cry, like she did little old me, okay? As I'm calling to her to cry out and, you know, just talk about where I am in my current mindset and also my current state of living, she's MIA. She's not answering my text messages. She's not answering my calls. The bitch is on YouTube Live, drunk with a margarita, winding her motherfucking ways. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. And that hurt my motherfucking feelings. It really hurt my feelings because I know I dropped everything I was doing. When I seen her ass calling, definitely if it was sporadic and we talked and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like something must be going on. If I seen Bougie calling, I would drop what the fuck I'm doing, hang up on whoever the fuck I'm on the phone with. But make sure she was good. Fuck all the money shit. I genuinely supported this bitch and watched this bitch content from the beginning of time, and to see her in that such an emotional state that she was in when she was calling me and sad and going through shit, that scared the fuck out of me. It scared the entire fuck out of me. For me to see text messages and me to get phone calls or her saying, you know, this is the end, this is my final day here, it would run chills through my body. So whenever I seen her call, I would stop what the fuck I'm doing to make sure she's fucking good over there all the way in Canada and I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, so for that not to be reciprocated back in July when she knows I'm clearly going through a hard time, it hurt my motherfucking feelings. I'm gonna be honest, it hurt my feelings. Now, in the midst of chasing her down, being homeless, she finally does reappear like a fairy godmother. And when she reappears, she asks me like, hey, you know, I know you might have to go to a damn shelter or you might have to do some house hopping. Would you like for me to get you a storage unit? I'm like, well, yes. So after I say yes, I would love the storage unit, y'all know damn well this bitch disappeared and I never got the fucking storage unit. Unacceptable! If you've been following the story, girl, you knew I wasn't getting that damn storage unit. Bitch disappears and not gets me the storage unit. At that point, I felt so disrespected because it's like, I don't give a fuck about the materialistic shit. You said you was giving me a MacBook, never got a MacBook. All right, bitch, long as Apple's still open, I'll be able to buy a MacBook. You said you was taking me to LA, bitch, we never went to LA. Long as LA don't break off and float into the ocean, I'm gonna go to LA. You said you was gonna take me to Beyonce, bitch. You never ever came through with purchasing the Beyonce tickets. And that's fine because, bitch, as long as Beyonce's still kicking, I'm gonna go see Beyonce. But when she got down to this part, playing with me and my fucking homelessness, when she got down to that part, that's when she had me fucked up. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about the monetary shit. I don't. But when I'm at my lowest and you sit here volunteering lies, volunteering lies like a psychotic bitch, you had me fucked up. Now, like I said, in July, she's distancing herself because I'm going through a struggle and I guess she could give a fuck less about my struggle. So she's distancing herself and she's asking me to edit some content for her, but not too much because I'm going through my own situation. Now, I'm in my grandmother's house, homeless at the time. And to explain what homeless looked inside of my grandmother's house, she moved out of her apartment without letting me know. Well, she let me know when shit started to disappear. But baby, my grandmother moved out of her apartment and left me in there to die. I mean, cut the power off. Girl, it was no AC. This is July in Memphis, Tennessee. It's 107 degrees in this apartment. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going next, okay? So in the midst of me trying to figure out where I'm going next, the shelters I'm calling, their beds are packed. It's only like 3 or 4 shelters here in Memphis, Tennessee, honey. All 3 of them damn shelters packed to the fucking rim. So I'm not able to go to any shelters. I don't really have any friends because we've all lost contact since the pandemic, okay, bitch? The pandemic did everybody in, all right? So I don't really have nobody comfortable enough to explain to them my whole life trauma and also ask, can I sleep on your couch? So I'm just going through it in July. Bougie ends up reaching out to me, lying about the storage unit. She doesn't come through, but in the midst of all of this, she wants me to work. In the midst of being homeless, she wants me to work. She wanted me to edit some videos for her or either a video for her. It was like the Carlissa something. You know the bitch that said that she seen a baby on the side of the expressway, then she got out and she faked her missing? That situation was going on. She wanted me to edit the Carlissa video for her. Now, as all this stuff is going on in July with me being homeless, honey, Bougie does reappear, okay? She does reappear. And she asks me if she could do a story time about what was going on with my family and also me on her page. Now, she did not say, you know, hey, I will attach a GoFundMe. I will give you the proceeds from the video. She didn't say none of that. She just said, let me monetize basically off your fucking situation. And I was like, I don't know about that, bitch. Because at that point, I don't think I had even publicly announced that I was homeless. People only knew that was close to me. And she knew, of course. But I was like, I don't know if I want you to get up on your platform with 300 motherfucking, well, not 300, 300,000. Okay, 300,000 motherfuckers. And tell them, you know, I'm broke as hell. I don't know, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I see that in my future. But Also, it put a bad taste in my mouth because she lied about the storage unit, she lied about this, lied about that, and for you to ask me if you could get on your platform and monetize off my homelessness is fucking mind-blowing. Now, as I tell her, you know, I don't know about that, but if you could help me in any other way, she ends up telling me, like, you know, she's only gonna help people that wants to help themselves. Now, I don't know if I wasn't moving to a shelter fast enough for her liking, or she was upset because I told her she couldn't fucking tell my story on her channel. I don't know why the hell she told me that she wasn't helping anybody that couldn't help themselves, but that was she served me. Okay, she served me that. But when she says that, my mind literally blows because each and every single day I was calling shelters asking if a bed had opened the fuck up because I was ready to leave my grandmother's boiling ass apartment. It's 107 degrees in a damn townhouse. I'm upstairs boiling. Like, I feel like my intestines can blow the fuck out. I was ready to go. Ready to get the f ASAP after this. Now, as the end of July trickles down and I'm getting ready to move into my apartment, I know God is good. I finally figure out, what she say, you got to figure this out. I figured it out on my motherfucking own, okay? And I figure out how I'm gonna get an apartment and I work towards it. And end of July, as I'm gearing up to move into my new apartment, I text Bougie, I'm like, hey, you know, I got an apartment, things are finally getting settled. I'm gonna need a work letter from you in order to show these apartments, like, hey, I do have some type of source of income. I'm going to need a work letter from you. Now, when I text her and asked her for this work letter, it was probably a week before I had to go into the actual leasing office. Baby, do y'all know I had to chase this woman up and fucking down, left and fucking right, all around the town for a work letter. Firstly, she agreed. She agrees to doing the work letter. A couple days pass by, I don't see the work letter, and she ends up trying to like tell me, you can create it, all I gotta do is sign it. I'm like, bitch, I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail, bitch. You type this shit out and you fucking sign it, send it back to me.
Jalen, I'm doing a million things. Google a template for a job letter and put the right things in.
She does not want to do it. Me and her having this debate for fucking days. It led up into me going to the leasing office. It took up, I was in the leasing office when I got a text message from her that she had finally finished the fucking paperwork. Finally finished it. And all it was is her typing up a letter acknowledging that I work for her, acknowledging whatever money that I supposed to be making from her, okay? It wasn't what the fuck I was getting, but it was just a little, you know, a little sign.
What do you mean by that?
She sends me the work letter when I'm literally sitting in the leasing office, submitting my last piece of damn paperwork, about to sign this fucking lease. I get a ding, she's finally sent me the work letter. I'm able to show that to the apartment complex. Everything is a go. I have my apartment. Now, I'm moving to this apartment at the top of August. And Bougie's texting me and, you know, congratulating me and just telling me, like, God has done some things for you, baby. And I hope you come and do a couple of them same things for me. Okay, that's basically what she's telling me. And I'm like, you know, thank you so much. And after that exchange of text messages, I end up asking her, like, hey, girl, could I ask you for a favor? Now, after I asked her for, could I get a favor, girl? She did text me and like, look here, no monetary favors. Okay, she said no monetary favors. But how may I help you? And I let her know, like, look here, I don't need any monetary favors. What I need from you is I need your sense of direction. I asked her, like, should I post a GoFundMe list right now? Like, how should I do this? Because my apartment is empty. I don't have no toilet paper, I don't have no dish soap, I don't have no ass soap, I don't have nothing. I have nothing in this bitch. So would you mind like posting my GoFundMe and letting people know, like, hey, Jalen has an apartment. If you want to help, you can help. Now she ends up responding to me and telling me, like, look here, how about you create an Amazon wish list? She said, look here, people are more willing to give their money and spend their money if they can see actually where the fuck their money is going. So I'm like, you ain't there. You're completely right.
I can never give you a 10. Because I don't like you.
So I start creating this Amazon wish list. She's sending me items to put in the wish list. I'm sending her items that I think should go in the wish list. Girl, we're battling ideas back and forth. Now, this is the top of August. I want to remind you guys of the timestamp. This is the top of August. I just got my apartment. I'm like 2 or 3 days in this apartment. After I make the whole entire Amazon wish list, I end up sending her the wish list for her to repost on her platform like she said she would, like the list she told me to create the post. Okay, and the bitch texts me and tells me that she's not posting at the moment. Now, I wasn't surprised that she lied about that because this whole story hasn't been about her being a habitual liar. But I'm gonna be honest, in that moment, that solidified that I have to break up with you. It solidified that I have to let her go because she's played in my face for months in every situation she can, in every fucking situation. But this situation, you were not about to play in my face. You were not about to play in my face when I was at my absolute lowest and I had nothing in my apartment and you sit here lying to me. Like, you were not, like, it was disrespectful.
Because it's disrespectful.
To you. It is disrespectful. To you. It is disrespectful. To you.
It was real disrespectful. If I ask you something and the answer is no, bitch, say no. I'm grown as fuck. I'm not gonna storm around. I'm not gonna beat my feet on. I'm not gonna beat my feet on the floor. It is what the fuck it is. For you to sit here and I ask you like for one damn favor, okay? For one damn favor, could you please repost my GoFundMe and you tell me, create an Amazon list so the people can see where their money is going, and I'll repost that. And the moment I do what the fuck you told me to do, you switch up again and talk about something you ain't posting at the fucking moment. All right, bitch. So I sent her a gif laughing. I can't remember what it was, but that was the last time I spoke to her, and that was August of 2023. Now, baby, September is easy breezy, October is easy breezy, November shakes the fucking table. November, I get a private phone call from me and Bougie's mutual friend, and she's letting me know that Bougie has decided to tell a group of people that I've stolen from her.
Miss Jackson.
Now, Bougie saying that I stole from her when she owes me $7,000 is literally, it's Cat Williams type of funny. Okay, it's Cat Williams type of motherfucking funny. And my mind blown. Now, when I was working for Bougie, like I told y'all, the Wi-Fi became an issue. It became an issue because I was paying my part and she wasn't paying her part, and the bill started to stack up high. Once the bill ended up stacking up high on our ass, Bougie ends up putting her credit card on there and was like, look here, I keep forgetting.
Allegedly.
We're just gonna do the monthly payment thing on my credit card. Now, I can't recall when she added her card to the Xfinity account, but I can tell you she shut that motherfucker off in July. Now, she did not just completely remove her card, she just took it off auto pay and left me with the fucking bill. Okay, left me with the motherfucking bill, but it was fine. Now, she pauses the card or account in July. I noticed in August, and I go back and I just start paying the bill in August. I pay the bill in September. I pay the bill in October. I pay the bill in November. November rolls around. She's telling everybody that I stole from her because Xfinity takes $30 off her account. Now, you might be like wondering, what the fuck they do that for? To this day, I'm still wondering what the fuck they did that for. Okay, I went into the Xfinity account. I think they took the money off Bougie's card November the 22nd, I'll say. I went in the damn Xfinity account and paid the bill on November the 19th. I can't remember the dates, but y'all know I got the receipts and the receipts will be thrown in. But I had went into the damn Xfinity account and paid the bill off my card, days before, and bitch, that Xfinity account wasn't logged into for days, and her money was took on the 22nd, and ain't nobody logged into the account since the 16th. Who the fuck logged in here and did it the 22nd? So once she has this conversation with Xfinity, they end up refunding her money back. They refunded her money back, but she still decides to go to her Discord and sit in this Discord and tell people that I've stolen from her.
What kind of fuckery is this?
She said that she's sending me to jail and all this 9 yards. So when I'm getting receipts and screenshots and text messages and calls about that, I text her and I was like, hey girl, did you lose my number? I really want to know that she lose my number, because if she knows, she could have hit me for that. She did not have to publicly go try to fucking embarrass and do all that extra ass shit when she know I'm not a motherfucking thief and she know I had nothing to do with that bullshit. That was fucking wrong. So I text her and I'm like, hey, did you lose my number? Of course, she did not text back. Bougie loves this publicity, sympathy card. And she was able to take that Xfinity situation and blow it up. Blow it the fuck up. So she's telling everybody that I've stolen from her and this, that, and that. And my mind's blown. I text her and I'm like, look here, bitch. Do you want the $30? Do you want the $30, bitch? She does not text me back. I was ready to send her $30 right then and there. When the person brought me the information, we nipped this shit off in the motherfucking bud. But she wants to go forward and tell everybody that she's about to send me to jail or court, whatever she wants to go for it and say. She's going to say it. And all I can think in my head is, if we go to court about this, bitch, I'ma show her with two $20 bills in my back pocket. They're like, bitch, no, you never put no pressure over $30. Now, all of that happens in November. December rolls around. Bougie has a Bougie Village meeting on Zoom. And in this Zoom call, she's sitting on Zoom just like,
Hello?
Ho, the things that you've lied about.
It was literally so draining to listen to her try to captivate an audience and have a bunch of nothing to say.
No, my bad, I'm sorry.
Oh, child. He's the other person. He done stole money out my account too, child.
Nuh-uh. I swear, you know what? I don't want to say nothing.
That's the real
you.
Fucking what?
Girl, I didn't want to say anything, but
Girl,
I
I
don't
didn't
want to say anything. He gives that.
This was a big thing.
Definitely
Now listen.
Oh my God. Can we all let Miss Bougie speak? When you were gone, I thought about messaging. Like, we're all gagged. Oh my God. When you were gone, I thought about messaging him.
A lot happened, and I never did anything. I don't do anything to any of these people, and I got the receipts back in, okay?
What?
I wasn't talking to him, and he was in my Discord pretty much telling people I wasn't coming back, and I'm like, I never told him that. I didn't even know that was happening until I came back. Throwing me under the bus when he didn't know anything because he had an ulterior motive, just like everybody's afraid else. So I'm not helping nobody because these people got me messed up.
And for you help us to sit up in this damn Zoom talking about you, I knew. You didn't know nothing. Now you know a little something, but bitch, you didn't know nothing. I can't believe y'all was sitting in the very same Zoom. This bitch has told me is exhausting, and she's told me to end multiple times abruptly. And then she go to her community tab and she say, I don't know what happened. The Zoom ended abruptly. I don't know what happened. But she told me to end it for all. She said, you bitches were boring. You bitches are draining. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know something? As y'all hear, all them bitches talk about something they know, so they do something. The host didn't know nothing, okay? The host didn't know nothing. You bitches knew that this bitch was a liar. Okay, like, what all did you hoes know? Now, after the Zoom call in December, at this point, she takes it as let's slander Jalen. Okay, she's slandering me. She went into the Discord several times and has said so much, has left massive paragraphs about me, saying that I've stolen from her. But amongst leaving massive paragraphs and lying and being delusional on this Discord, she also tells her Discord that she got my apartment for me and she helped me cut the lights on. Now let me tell you something, I'm gonna give a bitch 10 when 10's are due. Bitch, you sure did help me get these motherfucking lights on, but you didn't help me get a motherfucking thing. You didn't help me get nothing, because when I was looking like a fucking belligerent fool in July, you left me for dead and you said I had to help my motherfucking self. And that's exactly what I did. So for you to be in this Discord talking about some you got my apartment for me and all this bullshit is fucking crazy. Now, let me explain what the fuck she did get. Shout out to her for the lights, okay? When I first got the apartment, they told me, bitch, you got 3 days to get these lights in your name. And I said, well, bitch, I don't got $40. I don't have $40 right now. You bitches that took every dime from me. I don't have $40 to put nothing in nothing. But I end up explaining the situation to Bougie as we were talking, and she ends up telling me like, I'll send you the money to get the lights over in your name. So she did send me the money to get the lights in my name. But bitch, you did not help me with this apartment. Bitch, you did not help me with a goddamn thing. You left me for dead and told me that you wasn't going to help me. And I might pray for you. Okay? That's what the energy you delivered to me. Now, I don't know where any of this animosity is coming from on her behalf. I know why the fuck I got a little bad taste in my mouth about the whole, but I don't know why the fuck she got a bad taste about me and her motherfucking mouth at all. Because one of the last text messages that I got from Bougie, she was just wishing me well on my journey. She was wishing me well and telling me like, look here, I'm proud of you. I'm so thankful that God has been doing what he's been doing in your life. Hopefully he comes and changes my life, because you know her life is, it's just it's just, you know, it's just a little rocky at times. So she's telling me that she hopes God changes her life the way he's changing mine, and she's so proud of me and she's sending me all this love. So for that to be me and her last text messages between each other outside of her line about the Amazon registry, but for that to be the last text message I received from Bougie and to see her on the Zoom,
Really in shock though, like that Jalen did that. Like I'm actually in fucking shock. To be like around for as long as I've been and how close like you guys always been, but he's always like been like, I don't know, like super close to her. So like I don't know. I'm not shocked, but he just popped up out of the woodwork.
I always see him pop up and it was like Superman. And then when they were close, I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that, bro. But at the end of the day, I'm like, she grown, she probably know him. And then it was like when they were really, really close, I'm like,
she don't know him from Eve, okay?
Like he just, it just wasn't giving genuine.
But here's the thing, I don't know and I can't remember and I can't like, I don't understand how the relationship started. That's what gags me the most. When I try to like trace back the friendship, I don't really know how
when it started.
Yeah, and that's so crazy because usually like with a friend you can pinpoint, oh, when did we, he gives, I hate to say it, but he definitely gives the N-word and I just can't. He's very entitled.
Yeah.
Very, and then he plays on the sympathy thing. So like the issue with the grandma, that was a big and like he's always the victim.
To see her in this Discord, just being a belligerent ass motherfucking liar and half-ass truthing, whatever she is telling the truth about, is a half-ass truth. Half-ass truthing.
I ain't even gonna wake that tea up.
I don't know where I go from here. All I know is this is just part one. I have a lot more to talk about, a lot more shit to nip in the motherfucking bud. I just had to get this video out. Don't fuck with her anymore because the bitch owes me $7,000. There will be a breakdown of every rat cents, okay? And y'all know I'm gonna have every screenshot, every receipt, and I brought the receipt. I brought the fucking receipt. I'm pretty sure her story would not align with mine. I'm pretty sure her story would not align with mine. But look here, I have nothing to hide and nothing to protect. She has something to hide and she has a brand to protect. So, of course, she ain't finna tell her motherfucking truth and tell the world that she was underpaying her homeless assistant. She's not. But that was the truth, okay? It was the truth. I was taking cheese pizzas in a place of payment because I was homeless and I had no other option. But the moment I decided to break that toxic cycle, she began to spaz the fuck out in her Discord and also spaz the fuck out in her Zoom for months. This is not a one-time occasion. This is not a two-time occasion. This is something that every chance she gets, she mentions me privately. And like Monique said, baby, once you talk about me privately, bitch, I'm coming for your ass publicly. There's no questions asked about it. But I'll be back soon. This is just a little synopsis of what the fuck happened. Very disappointed in how this has played out. I'm gonna be honest. Very disappointed how this played out. I've been watching and supporting Bougie since 2016. I watched this bitch get braces taken out. I watched this heifer have 3 kids. I watched her get married, get unmarried, make friends, fall out with friends. I'm one of the friends she fall out with. I see her in so many different stages of life. And also when we grown personally closer over the last year or two, where, you know, opening up through life, traumatizing events, okay? She had some shit going on, I had some shit going on. We would talk to each other. Growing that close and seeing and hearing somebody calling you a demon, belittling you because you no longer wanted to get paid in pizzas, is mind-blowing. It really is mind-blowing. So, before I get y'all out of here, let's do some math.
Let's see how much she owes you.
I calculated every single damn dollar she sent me on PayPal from July all the way up until March. I got $5,827.96, okay? That's how much I received for 8 months of work. Now, if you put $1,500 in the calculator times 8, that's 12. $12,000 motherfucking dollars. $12,000 minus $5,826, that's $6,173. Y'all follow me? Do the choir follow me? Back in the back pew, do you follow me? Is everybody following me? Are we getting the math? All right. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for doing an amazing job over the last 6 months informing people and fighting misinformation. Really appreciate the work that you're doing. She talked about mistreated.